Love in its most earthly and stable form. That's you, Taurus Moon. Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Mina from Midnight Zero Astrology, and I am very excited to talk about another moon because I love moon signs. I'm a Cancer moon, and I feel like I have a very good emotional grasp on what the moon does in my chart and your charts. So if that sounds like something you would like to hear, hit the sacred 3, smash the like, the subscribe, the bell, so we can stay connected. So today we will be talking about Moon in Taurus, which is a very special position because the Moon is happiest, it's exalted in the sign of Taurus. We will talk about why in a little bit. So we're going to start by talking about what does the Moon mean in our birth chart. Then we will move into what does a Taurus Moon need to feel emotionally centered. Then we will discuss how does a Taurus Moon nurture others. We will end off on the most important, how can a Taurus Moon nurture itself? Let's get started. What does the Moon mean in your birth chart? The Moon is our emotional center. It is the most personalized part of yourself. If you think of the sky when you were born, and you envision the stars, that is your heart lit up by the stars, that moon that you see on your chart. It is what holds our visible parts of our chart high up in the sky, visible to the world, so it can bring us that success and fame that we desire. It acts as the emotional muscle when it's lifting that up. So the moon is like our glue to who we are. It's what keeps everything together in the rest of our chart. That's why it is so important that we keep our moon happy. And also, our moon is something that's meant to be accepted for as it is. It's not meant to be loved for something it's not. It's not meant to grow into something else. It's meant to be accepted, not judged, and grown for its natural qualities. All right, let's get into Moon in Taurus. Why is it exalted in the sign of Taurus, which is fixed Earth, ruled by the beauty Venus, the goddess of beauty? Well, let's think of the real moon. The real moon is very changeable and cyclical. And is always different amounts of visible when we look up in the sky. So it's not very consistent. And if it's not consistent, that means we can't really rely on it in that way. So if you think of Taurus being the best expression of this emotional core, well, why is that? It's because the fixed quality brings that magic, because fix is stable, is not going anywhere. It's change resistant. It has the power to stabilize the ever-changing moon in that way, which honestly every single one of the 4 fixed moons are magic in that way, because once they love you, it's not cyclical, it's going to stay forever. And that is why a fixed moon like Taurus is exalted. And if you think of the Earth quality and the Venus quality, it makes it a very real, stable, beautiful love that you can count on. It is like going to happen. It's reality, it's practical love you can count on. And if you think of Taurus like fertile soil, it is a love that is going to be stable, and it wants you to grow and grow and grow. It wants to provide that stability for you. So let's get into what does a Taurus moon need to feel emotionally centered. Above anything, guys, a Taurus moon needs to feel like they have an adequate amount of stability in their life. Because it is this awesome steady moon, it values stability, obviously. It doesn't like the ever-changingness of the real moon like it is in Cancer with my moon. But because of this, it needs a certain amount of stability in earthly terms. It needs to know that it has a place to sleep, certain amount of money in the bank, you know, certain quality of goods, people they can count on, like predictability. Predictability is like a love adjective when it comes to Taurus moon, because they do not like change. That just rattles and kind of breaks up their emotional core, puts them in a bad spot. And they want to be that beautiful exalted position, that steady rock for people. And in order to be that exalted moon person, that stability has to be present in some earthly sense in their lives. They need to feel anchored to the earth. And with that stability, they will ensure their physical comfort, which is another thing a Taurus moon needs to feel loved, centered, and nurtured, is that physical comfort. And that extends with using those earthly resources to buy things that bring that beauty into their lives, good quality food, comfortable clothing, a stable car, like anything like that. Those comforts in life mean the world to Taurus moon people. And it's not shallow at all. It's just their earthly nature, and it's exalted. So it's a deep, intense need inside of them, more than a Taurus sun, because this is all tied up in that emotional center. It is the emotional center for these people. They also need daily doses of beauty in their lives because they are ruled by Venus, the planet of beauty, and they are a feminine sign. So it's like a double dose of beauty going on here. Whether that's them making sure that they take walks in the golden hour and they get to see nature at its most beautiful, whether that's making sure that they are eating something new and exciting, or going to an art museum, like listening to a good song. All of these elements of Venus can be very emotionally healing for a Taurus moon. And the last thing, they need people they can rely on, because it's intertwined with that deep need for stability. They don't like flaky people. They like people who stick to their promises, and they like people who don't stress them out. They don't want anyone interrupting their Venus, their calm in their life, because they're all about wanting to live a calm, predictable, but beautiful life. How does a Taurus moon nurture other people? Well, it extends its beautiful, rock solid, loving stability, its emotional plane of stability to others to inhabit, basically. Anyone that they care about, they will be a constant, reliable presence in your life, and they will act like a supporting soil for you to grow in, because Taurus is like a green thumb, so beautiful. They will probably give you practical advice to help you increase your physical comforts and stability in life. That is their love and nurturing language. They'll also share with you their beautiful eye for Venus, their kaleidoscope eyes. They will teach you about the best tastes in food, music, everything like that. They'll share their inner world like that. Maybe they'll cook for you. And honestly, Taurus can be kind of stingy energy, and especially in the moon, if they're sharing any of their precious resources that they worked hard for, that is 100% Taurus love, especially sharing the food. So do not take that for granted, because Taurus considers that like big time love, sharing their resources, because that's a part of their stability. So maybe in their eyes, they're, breaking up their stability a little bit, sharing it with you, which is huge for them. They also are a big, calm presence. So if like you're in a moment of crisis, they have a beautiful ability to help calm you down and to make you feel better, because they're just so zen and tranquil. They really are like little Buddhas, you guys. Very special people. So how can a Taurus moon nurture itself? Well, above all, a Taurus moon needs to take personal responsibility on ensuring their stability in life, their practical stability. It is not good for a Taurus moon to put that on other people, because then that's when they lash out, because that's such a huge inner part of them that they hate it when their stability is threatened. So it's best, you guys, that you take the wheel on your stability. You take responsibility for that, so you can always ensure that you're doing what it takes to keep that up, even if it's stuff you don't want to do, like a job you don't want to do, anything. Like working hard to keep that earthly stability will do your emotional center wonders. Also, remember that Venus is a planet of balance too. So making sure that even though you have amazing taste in anything to do with the five senses, you're that very special Venus in that way. Make sure you don't overindulge and abuse your physical bodies, because remember, you guys are known for having strong, beautiful bodies. And with this kind of indulgent Venus, it's easy to forget the balance part. So make sure you're treating your body like a temple and balancing out the things you enjoy and taking care of it. To make sure that you are emotionally prepared for upheavals in life, because remember, that's natural, that happens in nature. There's so many things we can't control in life, and I really feel bad for all my Taurus moons, because right now you're going through a Uranus transit on your moon probably, and I know Tauruses don't like change, so that probably feels so uncomfortable. So this is why it's even more imperative that you make sure you have a safe spot inside that you can retreat to and can act like a stability. Because when we put all of our stability out on the world, there's so many things that can take that away, that we must have somewhere inside to reliably go, because you guys care about reliability. Also, make sure that you're giving your friends and loved ones understanding, because you are the exalted moon, guys. You are the stabilized, reliable, emotional angels of this world. That's your superpower, and a lot of times the rest of us can't rise up to that amount of loving stability. So Taurus moons might feel like people let them down all the time. They're not living up to their commitments. But maybe that's just life getting in the way, you guys. Try to be understanding with those people that you love so much, and remember that you're the stability, you're the rock solid soil, you are the little Buddhas, and that we should be a little bit forgiving with our loved ones, because after all, you've decided on them, and you're the beautiful, fixed, exalted earth sign representing your heart. So I'm sure you have it in you to extend forgiveness to those people who can't rise up to your beauty. Alright guys, I hope you loved this video. If I left anything out, let me know in the comments. I love hearing from you, and I will see you in the next one. Mina telling you bye.